How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of Russian River up in this piece in the form of their Happy Hops IPA. I've heard of Russian River before, believe it or not. I've never heard of this beer before, though. I don't know. Maybe it's just something, I don't know. Maybe it's a new beer? Could be. It kind of says that in the label. We'll get to that in a second. This comes courtesy of my boy Oak Ridge. My boy travels. He lives locally. We've never really met, but he just randomly drives by my house and drops beer on top of my mailbox. I get them. I review them. It's called The Circle of Life. But he travels a lot for work, and he was out west, and he was like a couple-hour drive across the desert to California, so he said, screw it. He went to Russian River. He came back with this. I now have it. Here we go. This is a 2.5, 3-week-old IPA. Coming in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. And it says here, Happy Hops was originally brewed in 1944. Think about that, 1944. By the Grace Brothers Brewery in Santa Rosa, California. We are paying homage to the Grace family, whose brewery closed in the 1960s, and have revived Happy, the charming hop character who graces the front of this label. That little dude there. Happy Hops is an IPA brewed with both new and old world hop varieties, giving this beer bold aromas and flavors with notes of tropical and stone fruit. So it's not like a reproduction of the beer that they made. From what I read on the label, it just sounds like they were like, okay, we're going to put the logo on the label, tip our cap to the brewery, and just kind of do something that maybe they thought would be fun, or, you know, Vinny thought would be fun. Who knows? Hopefully, I think it's fun. Anyway, beer-wise, clear beer. Who would have thunk it? Russian River clear IPA. Never saw the day before. I mean, there's a little particulate floating around in there, so that, you know, that's on brand for them. You know, index finger. Just off white IPA, just south of khaki, actually. And something about the label is just super cute, man. It's like a Cupid doll kind of thing, holding up a little platter with a little beer on it. What? He's a little happy hop. Who doesn't want to be a little happy hop? So, yeah, the label's awesome. The beer looks like it's just going to be delicious. I mean, it's clear beer. It's got that soft particulate, beautiful head on it, soft carbonation. What do you want? What do you want? We want a nose. That's what we want. I mean, it is really kind of fruity, juicy forward. It's almost like the nose comes off very much like juicy fruit gum for me without the bubblegum vibes to it. So it's very much like a tropical with a dollop of citrus kind of in there, but none of it gets overly sweet. I mean, 6 and change, you're not talking a huge beer, especially by West Coast IPA standards. But yeah, there's this nice soft green to it. There's this nice soft West Coasty pine, but it's very minimal compared to the way that fruit comes off. So I'm not going to call this classic West Coast IPA. It's going to have influences of that, but it's very much more kind of like pre-New England haze, East Coasty kind of new school juicy hop. Like I keep saying, or I said earlier, that kind of juicy fruit gum without the big bubblegum phenolic. It just smells beautiful. It smells like chuggable, drinkable, clean beer. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. Definitely leans Westy. Or West Coast, I shouldn't say Westy. People are like, what? It's a Belgian quad. It definitely leans West Coast, because it does have this piney, spiky, sharp hop impact on it. But it's still more so a sweetened, not overly sweetened, but a sweetened kind of juicy, leaning more heavily into that kind of juicy fruit bubblegum kind of vibe. Because now I'm getting a little bit of kind of bubblegum vibes actually in the taste. But it's just tropical fruit, non-overly ripened, with a nice kind of citrus spritziness throughout the whole thing. Kind of surrounded by that little prickly, little West Coasty vibes. Sprightly beer, light beer, drinkable beer, summery beer, California beer. You actually know what it tastes like to me? Besides all the things that just tumble down in my mouth hole. It kind of tastes like a macro lager with beautifully done hops. I know that sounds like sacrilege. Just pump the brakes. Hold on for a second. Let me explain. It has such clean, crisp cleanliness to the beer. How tight and how well made the beer is. It almost like wants you to serenade you into it being a lager, like an IPL. Because just how well it's made. When I think about that, I think about this crisp, just super neutral, non-offensive, kind of crispy, super crispy lager, and just dosing it with this just beautifully balanced old school West Coast, new school East Coast kind of fruit combination, kind of green, piney, hoppy kind of melody. That's the way it comes off for me, is like a really well done IPL. But it's just really well done, clean ale that is so well done, you think it's an IPL. How's that? How's that for some words? I dig this. I love this. Mouthfeel has a softness on the get, this sharp quickness on the actual follow through. Fruit galore on one end, that just below that kind of striking little greeny, kind of bittering, piney, slightly characteristic that kind of lets you know you're drinking something that was born on the West Coast, but not too big to where it dominates the beer. It's delicious. What do you want me to say? Newsflash. I don't know if you guys knew this. Russian River makes good beer. Yeah, kind of weird, right? Anyway, yeah, it's fucking fantastic. Thank you very much, Oak Ridge. Super fun beer, super tasty beer. And it's out of a bottle. What more do you want? Is this one of the better IPA? We're going to call it IPA? They call it IPA. Yeah, call it IPA. One of the better IPAs I've had as of late. Yes. As a Mount Rushmore said, it probably should be. There's something about it. I don't know if it's a water treatment or something that just makes me want to put it fifth. Maybe that's me being ostentatious or me being a douchebag, but I don't know why. I want to put it fifth. I don't know why. I love it. It should be on the mountain, but I'm putting it fifth. Nah, what do you want? Valued availability, no idea. West Coast peeps. Anybody in the know? Mr. Oak Ridge, if you will. Let me know what you paid for this and leave you with, if you like, what will you like this. If you like beer. Someone just made fun of me for saying that. I always say that kind of tongue-in-cheek. Like, if you like beer, you like this. Or if you don't like this, then you don't like beer, is what I said. And someone's like, you're fucking high and mighty. I'm like, really, dude? And it was the same as Smith's, like, fucking Imperial Stout. Like, that's straight up. If you don't like that, you don't like beer. Anyway, if you like hops, if you like West Coast, but you don't want a big piney, bittering kind of in-your-face kind of thing, you just want little dollops of remembrance of that and a really well-done beer, you'll like this. If you like beer, god damn it, you like this. There you go. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review down there. If you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the podcasting thing, we've talked to Vinny before. You can go check it out. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully, you're enjoying a little bit of Russian River. And now, hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.